Hello, I'm Eloise and I'm here with Amanda Wilkinson, the head coach of the Wigan Warriors women's team. Amanda, before I start, we're on the cusp of the 2019 season kicking off. Take us back to that moment last year in the grand final, 18-16, and you guys have just been crowned the premiers.
Yeah, it was an absolute brilliant day. Never really expected to get to the final, but then to come away with a win as well. You know, we're still getting to think it's real, really. Brilliant game, and I think it was a fair game, really, fair result for the tight game that it was. It was back and forth. As a coach, it was good because you could actually enjoy the game as well. You know, and then every now and again you'd think to, you know, who's going to win this game. It was tight. It was tactical. It was very, you know, really good level of skill. Both teams are right up until the end, and then we managed to steal it at the end.
So now that the 2018 season is behind you and you come back into 2019, you've obviously been hard at pre-season with the girls. What has been the approach and what is the Wigan Warriors' focus for 2019 and potentially being there again in the grand final?
Yeah, for us, we reflected well in the off season. You know, we thought it was important that we come in and we have a look at what the negatives were too, because winning the grand finals all great, but obviously there's a lot of things that we need to work on from 2018 to make sure that we are in with a chance again in 2019. So we sat down and we looked at the negatives, and that's what we've basically worked on in the off season. We've had a change in players as well, so a couple of key players have left, so we've now got, you know, to fill that with new players. So it's about getting those new players into what we're about, getting them to understand what our ethos is and how we work as a team, because for me we may not have been the most skillful team and may not have had the best players last season, but something we had the will to win. And I think for me it is about creating a good environment and good people, and that helps you to win those games.
Yeah, definitely. What makes the Wigan Warriors women's team so special? What is it about these women that inspires you as a coach to want to turn up to training of a night time or of a morning? You know, obviously it's not 24/7, it's not full time like the men's. What pushes you every day?
Yeah, as grand final winners, you know, obviously the focus is on us, on them being great players, and they are good people, but just the league in general, it's a credit to the Super League for all those teams last season. For me, I think, you know, all those players and coaches and stuff involved really took the game to another level. For me, it's easy to turn up for these girls. You know, they have full-time jobs, some of them being mums, juggling things throughout the day and then turning up and training really hard. They're very committed and they give it everything they've got.
I think that's such an important point, is that they are, you know, full-time mums, or they do have full-time jobs. They don't have, you know, what the men have in the Super League. So, I mean, if we're not talking about the women, what about yourself? What are you doing when you're not focusing on the girls coaching and getting your game plans ready and your trainings ready?
Yeah, I'm a mum and a wife as well, and I do have quite a few hobbies. I like to go out walking and socialising and things like that. But I work full time for the Wigan Warriors. I've been there for 13 seasons now. I'm a sales and marketing executive, so my job is to try and engage fans and put those bums on seats. So I do have quite a hectic role, and you know, I am under demand to hit targets. So, you know, I do have to juggle the coaching, and it's quite extreme really. So, you know, my day can be from selling tickets to dealing with children on the pitch to then going and coaching and making sure that I inspire the young girls that I'm coaching too.
What about those young girls who aren't maybe not being the Wigan Warriors? They might be just at home or in Thaddeau Heath or around the local area who want to play rugby league. What would be your message as a coach to those young girls?
I think it's an inspiration at the moment, the stuff and the work that's going on for those young people. For me, you know, as a young person growing up myself, there wasn't a lot of opportunity for young girls in sport. I grew up in Cumbria as an athlete, and I travelled everywhere to compete. And then in rugby league as a coach, you know, there's not a lot of female coaches. So I think really, if you want something enough in life and you're determined to get it, no matter what the challenges are, you can go and get it. And there's more and more opportunities all the time now for women and girls, so just go out and get it.
Amanda, thanks so much for your time and for your insight into the game, and good luck this Sunday against St Helens. It's going to be a fantastic game. Good luck for the rest of the season, trying to go back to back this year.
Thank you.